I'll introduce Dr. Hanscom in a minute, but first I'll just begin by telling you that, like many folks in this room, I suffer from back pain and I have for a few years. And a few years ago, I finally decided, hey, I want to think about surgery. I went to all of the top clinics throughout the Bay Area, and every single one recommended surgery immediately. So I was even scheduled, I think, 2 or 3 times within that same week to get surgery. I'd heard about Dr. Hanscom's book, and so I picked that up. I read it in about a week, and it immediately became a top 3 favorite book all time for me for a lot of reasons that don't even have to do with back pain. So I'm sorry we're out of the free books in the back, but definitely encourage you to check it out. So Dr. Hanscom will talk a little bit more about his method, which is also available on his website, backincontrol.com. But I should also let you know that Dr. Hanscom is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with Swedish neuroscience specialists based out of Seattle. And his work focuses complex spine deformities and issues in all areas of the spine. A lot of his practice, as he'll probably mention, is with folks who've had multiple previous surgeries and are still having problems. So he's got a really cool story personally himself and also in his work that he'll share. Without further ado, round of applause for Dr. Hanscom, please.
Thank you, Serge. I want to thank you very much for having me come up. I met him about a year ago, I think, and he was not necessarily a believer in what we were talking about initially. In fact, I remember the conversation very well. But it's a up and down process. It's not hard. It's very consistent with time and repetition. You see pretty quickly this is a programming issue. That's it. Pain originates in the brain. I have some good news and I have some bad news for you. The bad news is that probably, I estimate, 70% of spine surgery should never be done. And such a story is typical right now in the American medical culture. And it's actually damaging people in creating disability and pain, not solving it. I think the medical profession right now is a major factor in creating disability and chronic pain. The good news is that the neuroscience research has revealed to us the answer to the problem. So it turns out that chronic pain is very solvable. I've watched hundreds of patients go to pain-free using very simple self-directed measures.